everybody, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for being here. Today I have my Boxycharm Premium and another add-on box. I did a couple of add-ons last month. I did them separately because I had placed my first order, and then I have the best subscribers in the world. Let me just tell you guys that right now, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Somebody came over and told me right away, oh my goodness, have you been in add-ons? They have the olive palette that you have been wanting. And I think that's in this box. So let's get in here and check it out. Before we move into the add-ons, we're gonna look at the Boxycharm Premium. I don't remember what I selected, and of course we don't know what else we got because they do a million spoilers and you never know what you're gonna get. But I do know, and I mentioned this in my regular Boxycharm video too, and I don't know which one I'll put up first. I got an email from Boxycharm saying, sorry, we sent you a repeat, something that you already had in a box. So here's $12 to spend in our add-ons. So we haven't had add-ons yet, so I haven't gotten to pick anything fun for it. But I don't think that there were any repeats in my regular Boxycharm box, so I'm gonna suspect that there's a repeat in here. Hopefully I'll remember it when we get to it, and it is something that I love. And that is what it looks like on the inside. We have our card. We have what I suspect might be the repeat, although in all fairness, I don't think this was in a box. And then that's what we have on the inside. And now, seeing this, I automatically remember what it is that I chose for my choice items. All right, so the April theme was sweet treats, and that is what the card looked like with all those wonderful candies on top. Let's see what my variation was. When we cut past all of the random numbers that don't mean anything, my variation was 204. That is what that looks like, and that tells us everything we have on the inside. The item that I said I knew right off the top was our repeat, I am mistaken. I have two of these, and I have recently received them. But you know what? I selected them in FabFitFun Booster Box last season. I got two different sets, and they both had this in it. So I do have this product, but it didn't come from Boxy, so this is not my repeat. So this is the Marc Jacobs Undercover Blurring Coconut Face Primer, and that is what the box looks like. And like I said, I chose this in my FabFitFun in spring as a booster box. It came with this and one of their lipsticks. I use this every day. It is a fantastic, fantastic blurring primer. I'm not gonna open this one because like I said, I already have two. So I'm gonna set this aside to either buy myself more time before I have to get it used, or in case I wanna pass it along because I do have two. It is a blurring primer. I have very dry skin. I have very sensitive skin. It doesn't irritate me at all. It doesn't pill up at all. It is very blurring. I use it every day. I even use it on days when I'm not gonna do a full face of makeup. If I'm just gonna like do my eyes, because if I leave the house, I have to have mascara on, which by the way, I'm leaving the house again. We'll let it go at that. If I leave the house, I have to have my eyes done or I just look too tired and too sad. But if I choose not to do a full face of makeup, because you know, face masks, I still love the blurring that this gives, like my little line on my forehead or pores on my cheeks. I can hands down recommend this. And if you see it in add-ons or pop-up, it's probably a great buy. And I say give it a try. This says, this lightweight blurring primer extends makeup wear and features 5 forms of coconut to help nourish and smooth the complexion in a universal shade. Okay. Mine is clear. Darn it, now I'm intrigued. It says on the bottom, Blurfection. All right, we have to open it. Because it says, oh, it's not even sealed, so I probably wouldn't pass this along as a giveaway anyway. Darn it. No, it's the same as mine. That was confusing, the way it said universal shade. Well, yeah, it's clear. It's fairly universal. I don't know if I have anywhere that you could tell if it blurred. Now that we've used it. Okay, I have these lines right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it across that on the outside chance that it shows any blurring at all. So I don't know if you can tell. I surely can't tell with this lighting. If that blurred the lines, I just used it right in the middle of my wrist. I can tell in person, so I don't know if you guys could tell, but again, highly recommend. And now I've got to use it even faster. Did I finish this? I don't think we did. It says it controls shine without making skin feel dry or overly matte and creates a perfectly prepped canvas for foundation, $39. Yes, I don't feel like it makes me overly matte. And you guys know I have very dry skin and I'm always going for more shine, so I don't want anything that's too mattifying. Next, I have a Dose of Colors secure cap to prevent drying, built-in sharpener included. Paraben-free, gluten-free, talc-free. I have it in Caviar. I'm gonna guess it's a lip liner. Nope, eyeliner. Caviar, so it's gonna be black. So I have a black eyeliner. I have people in my life who want to try black eyeliner, so I'm not gonna swatch this. This is so cool looking. Guys, look, it looks like a pencil or a pen because it's nice and shiny. Does it come off? Yeah, it comes off. So you can take it off and it's just a black eyeliner. Like I said, I'm not gonna swatch this because I won't use it. I so seldom just a black eyeliner. I usually tight line with a brush, but I have people in my life who would love to try that. And it's in Caviar, which as you guys can tell, it's just black. The paperwork says this long-wearing creamy eyeliner glides on easily, delivering a transfer-resistant, high-coverage matte finish. Built-in sharpener included, $15 value. There's our built-in sharpener just at the other end. So that is not a repeat for me. Next, I do have a repeat, but it is not a repeat from my box. It is a repeat from an add-on sale that I did. Does Boxycharm promise, let me know below if you know, does Boxycharm say that they won't send you things in your box that you've already ordered in add-ons? I never assumed that to be true. I mean, it would be great if it was, but so far, this is the only thing we're coming across that is a repeat. And I am not gonna take this out either because I just showed you this in my regular, again, I'm not sure which I'm putting up first, probably this one, spoiler alert, in my regular Boxycharm for this month. I also did an add-ons box and I got this because I hadn't received it. Everybody else got it in March and it wasn't in my March box. So when add-ons opened for April, I put it in one of my add-ons and then I started seeing people unbox their Boxycharms for April and people were still getting this brush and I thought, uh-oh. So I did receive it. It is so pretty. It is a teardrop brush. Actually, it's the mini teardrop brush. The first ever brush to be made in this style, unique in its own right. This patented protected brush is exclusively designed and created by Eloise Beauty. The mini teardrop brush from the Dome collection has the unique trademarked handle, which fits in the palm of your hand like a glove for maximum control. With over 500,000 soft synthetic fibers in each vegan-friendly and cruelty-free brush. So I just opened this, I think yesterday when I filmed that box, so I haven't had the opportunity to use it yet, but this is so pretty that I'm gonna not touch it so that I can pass it along since I have received it. And the paperwork says that it has a $45 value. Okay, next out of the box, we have the 111 Skin Rose Gold Brightening Facial Treatment Masks, and you receive 5 of them. The ultimate pre-event mask. This hydrogel formula infuses the skin with radiance-boosting ingredients for a glowing complexion. Originally created as a limited edition item, this mask has grown into a global cult product and a staple in the 111 Skin collection, and it has a $135 value. That is crazy awesome. People love these. If you watch the channel and you watch our girl Jessica over at Everything Proof Beauty, you know she loves these. Oh, and this box, they apparently make them in both Korea and China, and the box is made in Korea. I think that she said that she thinks that they work better. Let us know below, Jessica, if I'm right, but this is a made in Korea box. So I will set this aside to pass along because, and let me make sure that nothing has changed. Yes, it has licorice root. So we hear so often about how good these are. So many people love them. I think Jessica says that it's the equivalent of basically getting a facial. She loves them and I can't use them and it makes me so sad, but $135 value, that's a great value. All right, the next two are my choice. And it's not my fault that in both of our choice categories, they gave us eyeshadow palettes to choose from because you know, I can't not pick an eyeshadow palette. I can't. I can't. First, I have the iconic London Sunset to Sunrise eyeshadow palette. Let me show you what that looks like. It is so pretty. I'm gonna show it upside down because it has a huge mirror. It is so very pretty. It's a little warm for me, but I love the Iconic palette so much that I'm gonna try it. This reminds me a lot of the, oh my goodness, I have it and I got it for a giveaway. Day to Slay. I think it's the Day to Slay palette. This is like that. It just has a few more of these. This is yellow and this kind of coral. You know what? Let's swatch a few. I'm gonna go ahead and bend it back. It'll make it easier to show you guys. And this one has the all over color that I love for setting, that's kind of skin tone color. So in this line, let's try Pool Party. And this line, we'll try Ibiza Nights. And that's Pool Party and Ibiza Nights. Over here, we've got to try the Seashells, because who doesn't love a nice bright color for the inside of your eye? And then let's try a matte. Let's try this After Party. It's kind of a purpley brown. Yeah, I love those colors. That's one of my favorite colors to smoke out with, because it kind of gives you a neutrally brown look, but for somebody like me with really cool toned skin, with the purple in it, it makes it a little cooler. Oh, these are pretty. I mean, we always say, and I will continue to say it because I feel like you guys should know, swatches don't really mean much. They just give you a really good idea of the color, but that has nothing to do with how they're going to perform with brushes. These are all so pretty. I love that they're shimmery, but they're also kind of subtle. You could put this on and go to the grocery store and not look like you were getting ready to go to the club. I like that in my life. As I'm turning this around, see this one here, it's called Moonlit. It's right next to the white. As I was turning it, I noticed that it's kind of a beigey shimmer, but it also looked like it had, yeah, it's almost iridescent. So it almost shifts to a green. That is cool. In this line, we are definitely trying the Ultraviolet. Oh, it's like a shimmer. I thought it almost looks, can you guys tell? It looks kind of matte in here, but oh, this is gorgeous. All right, down here we are definitely trying this, and not just because it's called Mimosa. And then let's try this Tequila Sunrise. It's probably the warmest color in this palette, and it's kind of a burnt orange, which is perfect for a sunrise to sunset palette. These are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Even the yellow. How could a yellow be almost cool? See how it doesn't look bad on me. And yeah, this first one wants to shift a little bit. The shimmer over here that looked white wants to shift to green. I like them. Yeah, I can't wait to play with these palettes. I have had Iconic palettes in the past, and I just like them. I just really like them. So that's the color story on this one. And it seems similar to Day to Slay, but sitting here playing with it, it feels very different. So that was one of my choices. Normally I would swatch this whole palette, you know me, but we have another eyeshadow palette here, and then I'm pretty sure in the add-ons we have yet another eyeshadow palette. So I fear we would be here all day swatching palettes. This is the Natasha Denona Coral Palette. Soon I will have all of the Natasha Denona palettes that Boxycharm offers, and I will be quite happy about it. If I had to pick one, I'm not sure. If I had to pick one formula that tends to be my favorite, it's probably the Natasha Denona. Yeah, I like them a lot. This is the Coral palette. I loved that in the midst of the Coral palette, they threw in that middle one, which kind of has a purple look to it. I just thought that really added a pop to that color story that leans warm, but I'm trying to embrace warm colors. So we might as well swatch all of these. There's only 5. Oh my gosh, it's just so creamy. We had one palette, I think I've said, the Peak palette that we received from them, that it wasn't quite the quality of what we normally see from Natasha Denona, but everything else that I have received from them absolutely has been. So we have Kai, Lyria, Abalone, Dakota, and Lola. This one is amazing. These are so creamy in it. Wow, incredible. You can tell that one I did with my thumb. That is amazing. That is so pretty. I think that's a very wearable color story. I like that a lot. And I love that random pop of kind of purple there in the middle. I think it's so pretty. So I know I'm kind of stuck in a rut, and it feels like I only pick eyeshadow palettes. I shouldn't say it feels like. I know I am stuck in a rut and I only pick eyeshadow palettes, but every day I reach for a new palette, and I like trying them all. I do need to show you guys what I have for palettes and then do a declutter. The ones that I've used once or twice, you know, sanitize and pass along to friends, but I like to try them all. So I didn't read to you about these, so let me tell you that the Iconic palette says Sunset to Sunrise eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette is the perfect summer companion. The 20 highly pigmented shades in a selection of mattes, shimmers, and glitters will make your eye look pop. With a fine, silk-like formula, the range of versatile shades takes you from day to night in an instant. And it has a $62 value. I mean, when I'm getting ready to tell you that this is $48, that $62 seems very reasonable. The Natasha Denona palette says that it is the Coral Eyeshadow Palette, a 5-pan eyeshadow palette that features 5 buttery soft shades, I agree, that blend seamlessly in order to create vibrant, ultra-pigmented, long-lasting looks. $48 value. I agree. I think they are buttery. I think they go on really smooth, not patchy. I think they blend. I think they stay. I love the Natasha Denona formula. That is what I received in my Boxy Premium for the month of April. And just for the record, I said this when I made my Boxy regular box video yesterday. I did not hold any of these. I have just received these boxes. They came, just received. It's been a couple of days. They came really, really late this month. I do, however, already have a shipping notice for my, granted, I didn't check to see if it's more than a label made, but I do already have a shipping notification for my Boxy Premium. This box had a value of $344, and I got the Iconic Sunset to Sunrise palette, the Natasha Denona Coral palette, the Eloise mini teardrop brush that is so pretty, the Dose of Colors eyeliner, the Marc Jacobs primer, which I love and I highly recommend, and the 111 Skin face masks. $135 of my value is in that, but even if you took this away, I still have about a $210 value in my box. Even if you took this away, this is a $35 box. The regular Boxycharm is $25. This one is $35. And if you have the regular Boxycharm and you sign up for Luxe, when you receive that, that one is $50. All right, let's see what's in that add-on box. So if you were new to Boxycharm used to very seldom have sales, but whenever they had them, they were really good sales. But now they have them every month, sometimes multiple times per month. They are great sales. Get it open. This is what it looks like on the inside. A couple more palettes and a couple of other things, so let's check it out. Oh yeah, I remember this story now. Before we move into add-ons, just to be clear, I don't know what in that box was a repeat. The only thing I think that could have been the repeat is the Eloise, because I put it in an add-on sale. Other than that, I don't think I got anything I've had before. So they must say they won't send you what you got in add-ons. Interesting. First out of, this is funny. I'll try and let you know the prices here. This is the Billion Dollar Beauty hand sanitizer. It is 75% alcohol, kills 99% of germs, and it is 2.7 ounces. This is a pack of 10. And it was inexpensive. Like again, I'm letting you know right here. I got an email from them when this shipped, like I think the day that I got the shipping notification that said, "Are bad. We've sent your hand sanitizer in your box, but there's only one in there. And we know it was a pack of 10, and we're gonna send the other 9, hang tight." So whoever was doing the packing thought you were only supposed to get one of these, and you're supposed to get 10 of them. We're back to going out into the world. I am back to wanting hand sanitizer, and it's not that I think I'm gonna roll through 10 quickly, but I would like to have one in my purse, one in my car, one, I want them everywhere. I just want them for ease of use. So it's just a clear hand sanitizer. I just thought we'd give it a try. Oh, 75% alcohol is true story. Goodness gracious. Let's see if it leaves me sticky. It says that it is 75% ethyl alcohol, and the inactive ingredients are water, glycerin, other words, I don't know, and then aloe leaf. It is made in China. That is what that looks like. Next I have, what is it? The Maven Beauty, this wasn't in a box, and I ordered it because it didn't come in my box. The Rose Water Setting Spray. I love rose. So many people don't like rose, and I love rose, and other people got this and I didn't, and I'm like, that is not right. But I can fix it. So I put this in my cart in add-ons, and here we have it. Let me know below if you received this and if you liked it. I would like to have had the opportunity to have said those words before I ordered it, but again, I'll put the price down below. It was not expensive. But I use mists and setting sprays on the constant. Today I used for the first time, I finally took, I know I'm cross-boxing here. I finally took downstairs the Item Beauty setting spray, and I like it a lot. I don't think my face is matte. It does look a little bit red, but it's probably not from that. It's summer and my face is just matte. This is what my face does in the summer. Oh, it's hot. I'm mad. Let's see how this smells. Is it rosy? Oh, it's a nice mist. There were a couple of bigger drops, but that wouldn't stop me from using it. I think it's one of those things like if you love onions and you eat dinner and you're like, there were no onions in that. And if you're sitting with somebody who hates onions, they're like, there were tons of onions in there. I don't smell the rose scent in this, but I suspect that if you really don't care for rose, maybe you smell the rose scent in it. But I'm gonna give it a try. I will not be happy until I own all the mists. Speaking of till I own all the, I have a couple of eyeshadow palettes here. This also came in last month's box and other people had it and I did not get it and I was very sad. And then this I think was the month before and it was that olive palette. And I pouted about it so much that as soon as it popped up in add-ons, you guys let me know. I'm always hesitant to mention somebody's name if I haven't asked for permission in advance. So I won't say who the names are of the people that told me, but thank you very much. I ran right out immediately and got it, and I would not have seen it if it weren't for you guys. I wouldn't have seen it because I had already been in add-ons, and when I was there, it wasn't there. So it was a new add-on. Let's do the Lime Crime first and save my olive palette that I've been dying for last. So when I take it out of the palette, this is a thick one. It's kind of heavy too. I don't know what's going on in here, but that's what it looks like. It's just a shadow palette. I don't know why it's so heavy. When you open it up, it's really pretty. It has the mirror up top, and then those are the shadows. Let's swatch them. Dreamy, Beam, Heavenly, and Rapture. Dreamy, Beam, Heavenly, and Rapture. They swatch really nicely. I just was going across my once, and they all laid down nice color. The last one, Rapture, I don't even know, can you see it yet? You can barely see it. That's just, you saw how quickly I did the colors and then I swiped down once. I love those colors. I love pinks, I love cools, and that is both of those. I like that. And then our pops of color are in this bottom row. We have Ecstasy, Paradise, oh, Paradise, that's pretty, Bliss, and Beloved. These are not, now in all fairness, I just did the Iconic palette, which I love, and a Natasha Denona palette. These are not creamy like that. These are a little drier, but that doesn't mean that you won't get great color payoff. This is what those four look like, and the color story is gorgeous. This is pretty. These I've had to go back and forth a couple of times, not because of the palette, but because I didn't let my hand dry well enough, and you know, when your hand doesn't dry, it grabs the color really bad, but those are those four colors. Those are gorgeous. I like that a lot. This is a really pretty color story, which is why I was drawn to it and sad when everybody else seemed to have it in their box but me. Super pretty. This, for a pop of color, that will be amazing. I also think this is a great summer palette. It is the Lime Crime Venus 3. Cruelty-free, vegan, and made in the USA. And last, and crazy not least, is the Violet Voss, whose palettes I also love, Olive You Forever eyeshadow palette. Like I said, this was in everybody's box but mine. They were like, give it to everybody but Kathrin, because you know she loves greens. And I pouted big time a couple of months ago. And then at the beginning of last month, I didn't see it in the add-ons, and finally it was there. This is what it looks like on the inside, the samesies. And when we open it up, it does not disappoint. It is gorgeous. It arrives safely. And that is what it looks like. It does have a mirror up top. But look at those greens and the neutrals, and that just looks like an everyday palette au perfection. And it has this wink, is a nice all over setting color. All shimmers, mattes, and then a shimmer, mattes, and then a shimmer. So I can make that easier. Shimmers, mattes. Really nice and creamy. This falls between the Lime Crime and the Natasha Denona, but it's really creamy. And the color on my finger, this black, it came up easy peasy. We'll see how it swatches. We have Olive Me, Wishful, Charmed, and Infinity. I think that black for a black did fantastic. This first one, the Olive Me, that green, oh man, I hope that's coming across. It is gorgeous. I'm so happy I finally have this. Next row we have Olive You, Wink, Endless Desire, and Infatuated. And that is what they look like. The ones that are shimmers that have olive in the name are by far my favorite. This is Olive You. That is just so pretty. Don't you love it when you want something and you get it? Of course, I haven't worked with them yet, but I do know I love the Violet Voss palettes. But don't you love when you want something and you get it and you're still happy about it? Because it does happen the other way. I have been like, I cannot live another minute without that. And then it comes and I'm like, meh. And then it sits in a drawer for forever. I don't feel like that's going to be the case with this. Okay, and then we have our last row. These are all shimmers in this row. And we have Juicy, Major Spotlight, Lovebird, and Olive Glow. And again, I'm going to stick to my story. The three that have Olive, Olive Me, Olive You, Olive Glow, those are by far going to be my favorites. Of course, this row is all shimmers, so they're just, oh yeah, they're fantastic. That last one, the darkest, it's the Olive Glow. Those are fun. Yay. So that's all I had in this set of add-ons. I have the Violet Voss Olive You Forever palette, the Lime Crime Venus 3 palette, also very pretty. We have pinks and greens, very to the point on the outside of the box. We have the Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. It was a nice spray and it smelled fantastic. And 1 of 10 hand sanitizers, which I will have more coming and they will probably last me a lifetime, but that is okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. If you are still here, let me know below. Are you addicted to the Boxycharm add-ons like I am? I just can't. And this palette thing, I have in front of me 4 palettes. The palette thing is out of control, and I could make empty promises and empty statements like, you know what? I'm gonna start trying to choose other things other than just eyeshadow palettes, but I know it's not true, and I suspect you know it's not true. So we'll just keep on doing our thing. Thanks again for coming by, guys. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I have a new video coming out, probably with palettes in it. And I'll see you really soon. Take care, guys.